What is up, guys? This is Red Hood 420 here to bring you guys a movie review. And yes, I did see Shazam, earlier tonight. And that was through Fandango. So shout out to Fandango for allowing people to see the movie early. Very much similar to Aquaman and Amazon Prime for allowing people to see Aquaman early. And I hope they continue doing that with their other films, such as like Wonder Woman 84, right? So, do want to say, let me know in the comment section below if you guys enjoy this format, talking to you guys, listing what I like and don't like in the film. This will, of course, be spoiler free, so don't worry about me spoiling it, I won't. And to now break up the sections that I want to talk about the film and how I review films, I review films based off cinematography, pacing, story, acting, character development, in soundtrack. So I guess we can go in stories. Coming of age story for Billy. He gets these powers, right? And he gets, as a result for those powers, a 20-year-old body. And he can switch from, his regular body to his 20-year-old self. And it's awesome to see basically the body of a 20-year-old with the mind of a 14-year-old, right? And I thought that was really well put, and I really much enjoyed that aspect of the film because I thought it was funny. I thought they handled that very well, and I really loved like even the jokes that were being told. And it's a coming of age story. Billy has weaknesses in the film. He's not this perfect guy that literally has not any bad attributes. He does. And he learns to either overcome those problems, or cope with them, And I very much enjoyed those aspects because we want characters that are relatable, that are not perfect. If we have characters that aren't perfect, then the film becomes bland and is boring, and we can't relate to said characters. Like, a certain comic book movie that came out earlier. No shots being thrown at it, but you guys can take it as you will. I couldn't relate to said character because the character was perfect and they had no character development whatsoever. When we have films, even not comic book movies, we want to have characters that are relatable, that aren't perfect. If we have characters that are perfect, we can't relate to said characters. They have to be human and have, human attributes. We are flawed beings. We're not perfect. No one's perfect whatsoever. I'm definitely not perfect. I can let you know that right now. You guys are thinking the same thing. Red Hood, you're not perfect. Look at you. Like, it is what it is, right? But we're humans and we want to relate to one another, and they did that very well in this film. And do want to talk about the villain that Mark Strong plays. I think his performance was great, but there's the but, right? The character just wasn't that great. Like, we understood his motivations, but we couldn't be like, yeah, I can get behind the villain. It's like one of those things. He's not like Ocean Master. I thought Ocean Master was a good villain. Like, he had more screen time presence than Mark Strong's character. But like, it is what it is. I felt he was very weak, that he wasn't fleshed out as much as he should have been, but you just got the basic gist of it. And it is what it is. I do think Billy's family was awesome. Like, they were very well developed, I felt. Except for, like, I think one of them. I feel. They just didn't get enough screen time. When you have this movie that is in this time limit, you're not going to have everyone have screen time. It is what it is. You're going to have more of the main characters that have more screen time. I guess now we can talk about, the characters. I thought most of the characters were great. There are the people that I told you that don't have enough screen time, that were kind of like throwaway characters. It is what it is. But overall, like, they were good characters. And I guess now we could talk about pacing. Pacing was really good, I felt. The first two acts were like amazing. I think the third act, it was a little jumpy here and there, but it was tolerable, and thought that was great. I guess we can go into acting. Thought everyone did a fantastic job. I can't say that there was really bad acting. Thought everyone played their roles great. If we're gonna go into the soundtrack, I thought the soundtrack was good, solid. It's not forgettable. I would honestly probably want to listen to it on Spotify. I thought it was very great because there were even some horror-esque soundtracks because like it was well put like these horror themes in the movie, and it's because the director has done, I believe, horror films, so it made sense, and I thought it was really put together there. I do want to mention that, like, I thought the score was good, and I very much enjoyed that in the film. And I guess we're gonna go into the action slash CGI. I think the action was good to a certain extent, but I do think the CGI wasn't the best. I do think there were some CGI characters that I thought were really well done, and I very much enjoyed seeing them on screen. But what I didn't like was, like, you could tell in some of the fight scenes, like, this is very much like some bad CGI. This is where I'm going to take off points for the film. It's just like the CGI, you can tell it's CGI, like when fighting. It's like, and I do know the film didn't have an amazing budget, so it's like I also take that into consideration, but I do have to say that and say just the CGI isn't the best when it comes to the fight scenes. I did very much enjoy it, but I can tell it was not the best, right? And I guess we talked about cinematography. I thought cinematography was great. I did notice in the third act there was this one shot. I just did not like how that one shot was like put together. And I won't mention like spoilers, but it's like they froze the frame, and the frame just didn't look that great, kind of like out of focus, and it was like it just didn't feel right slash like the transition. So that's why I didn't like in that aspect. It was third film as like one of them, but overall I thought the shots were really well done. Like there were beautiful shots in that film. I was like, this has an identity. This I can say had an identity. It was very much well done with the long shots, close-up shots, and it wasn't very jumpy, and as well as shaky cam. And I really enjoy it because shaky cam is great at points, but when you're trying to do fight scenes, you can't really want to put shaky cam. That's like a no-no for me when looking at films and criticizing films and giving critiques. But overall, I would recommend you guys go see this film, because this film comes out April 1st, of course. And I think this film deserves, everyone to go see it. It's a really well done film. And I thought it was funny. And I thought the action scenes were good besides the CGI and some aspects of it. I thought the characters were great besides, main villain. But overall, the story was great. It was a coming-of-age story, and it had heart. And, it hit you in the feels sometimes. And the soundtrack was great, as well as, pacing. Besides, part of the third act. But overall, I would give this film an 8 out of 10. I would recommend everyone go see it. I do want to say, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Can't even speak right now. As well as the bell notification, so you guys are getting updated as when my videos go up. And share this review with your friends. And let me know what I can improve in this review. I will be doing more reviews for movies in the future. I'm gonna do one for Captain Marvel, and then when I see us, review that, Hellboy as well as Avengers Endgame. So I will see you guys later when it comes to those movie reviews, and I will be live streaming some more video games such as DMC5. Don't know about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice because I see a lot of people that I talk to / see them stream, they're just getting their asses handed to them. But hope you guys are having a great day. This is Red Hood 420. See you later.